So here's the question. Is Joe Flacco back? Where did this come from? Flacco comes out of, I mean, it wasn't retirement, to be fair. He never officially retired, but he was the backup last season for the Jets, and then he didn't get signed. So he was as good as retired as you can be without being retired. Nobody wanted this guy. Nobody wanted this guy. He failed he got benched with the Ravens, failed as the quarterback for the Broncos, spent 3 years backing up Zach Wilson on the Jets. And I believe he backed up Sam Darnold for a year, and then the next 2 with backing up Zach. So nobody really thinks anything when the Browns signed him to the practice squad, because they said, we want Dorian Thompson-Robinson as our starter. We want PJ Walker to be our backup, and we just are bringing Joe Flacco in for some depth. Okay, fair enough. Get a veteran guy in the room. And then what happens? Oh, PJ Walker's hurt. Oh, now Dorian Robinson's hurt. Now it's Flacco's turn, and he is balling out. 2 games, 5 touchdowns. Last week, 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers against a Jacksonville Jaguars team that admittedly hasn't been playing their best football lately, but when you're playing a team that's 8-4 and their defense has been decent, that's not an easy game. And Joe Flacco went out and balled the frick out. How about that? And what's crazy is that, the quarterbacks who are currently in line for a playoff spot is crazy. How we've gotten to a point where in the AFC, look at the AFC standings. I'm pulling them up right now. The Bills with Josh Allen not in the playoffs. The Broncos with Russell Wilson not in the playoffs. Here's who is in the playoffs. The Browns with Flacco. The Colts with Gardner Minshew. And the Steelers, and we think Pickett will be back, but right now it's Trubisky. On the outside looking in, you've got Jake Browning on the Bengals, and then it's Stroud with the Texans, Broncos with Russ, and then the Bills, who, unfortunately for the Bills, they lost head-to-head against Denver and against Cincinnati. So that's bad for the Bills because they don't have 2 of the teams that they might need a tiebreaker over. They don't have it. So they might need to win out. Maybe if they go 10-7, it would be enough. Maybe. The Bills might need to win out. I don't know if 10-7 would cut it. I don't think it would. Because they lost. Yeah, I think the Bills, the only way they make the playoffs is if they win out. I don't think they will do that. So Josh Allen's probably not going to be in there, but Joe Flacco might be? I mean, really? That's where we're at? And then in the NFC, you've got a situation where the Giants, with Tommy DeVito, are now only 1 game back. The Rams, obviously, are currently in the wild card. The Seattle Seahawks, with Geno, a tiebreaker, they're out of it because of a tiebreaker. Jordan Love and the Packers are also out of it because of a tiebreaker, because the Rams beat them. The Vikings, they are in the playoffs with not Josh Dobbs anymore. They've decided they're going to go with Nick Mullins. And then in the South, it's a 3-way tie between Ritter, Baker Mayfield, and Derek Carr. So there's going to be at least 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the playoffs where you're like, wow, I cannot believe I'm watching Joe Flacco on wildcard weekend, because I thought that guy was washed. But you know what? Good for him. Good for him. It's a cool story. It's a cool story. I'm glad he gets one last shot at glory, and he's doing it. He's playing really good football. I hope he keeps it up, because it's interesting, and that's what piques my interest. Interesting piques my interest. So good for Joe Flacco, and good for the Browns. And good for you guys for watching this video. This is Coast to Coast Sports. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a comment. We're talking NFL, all things football. We're talking MLB, NBA, NHL, all the kind of sports that you guys love. We're talking about it here on Coast to Coast Sports. So leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are very new here, and we are just two college students doing what we love, talking about sports. Thanks for watching, and I guess go Flack, go.